Oh, you? I know you. How delightful to meet in person. Though, you're shorter than I expected.
Je vous demande pardon, mais comment se fait-il que vous me connaissiez?
How is such an overrated question. It's the who and the why that matter, darling. My name's Ep53, journalist. I speak to the people of Baldur's Gate, so our readers don't have to.
Et comment se fait-il que vous me connaissiez?
I work for the greatest broadsheet in this storied city. It's my job to know who is who. I imagine you'll be becoming quite familiar with it soon. You are, after all, the star of the next Baldur's Gazette.
Allons bon. Et quels sont les gros titres, je vous prie?
If I told you, you'd lose the fun of reading it yourself. It's our juiciest edition in an age bound to get everyone talking about you.
Et je n'ai même pas mon mot à dire.
Darling, we can't let the readers decide what the content is. We've editors for that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've really said rather too much and written rather too little. Good day.
J'avoue que cette histoire m'intrigue. Je ferais bien d'aller voir les responsables du journal.
I think I may have overdone it with the black and purple for, my entire life. Your look serves you well, though.
I just packed the papers. If you've got a complaint, editor's inside.
Watch yourself in there. Sarky bastards, these writer types.
Pasha's campaign, for several reasons.
Well, well, if it isn't the city's next celebrity. You star in our next edition's top story.
Pardon, mais qui êtes-vous?
Ep53, editor of the Baldur'S Gazette, speaking truth to power since 1450 DR. No need to introduce yourself. I make sure I become intimately familiar with my subjects before writing about them.
Vous êtes sûr d'avoir assez d'encre pour narrer tous mes hauts faits?
Oh, we have plenty of ink. Enough to cover all your misadventures in this good city. Not many enter our fine city and immediately start meddling in murder investigations. Curious, don't you think? The truth will be out with tomorrow's broadsheet. People will spit in your face. Your very presence will be bad for business. You'll be a pariah, an outcast, as you should be. And then, we can only hope the fists do their duty and escort you to the gallows. Your days of scumming up this good city streets will be over.
Si vous imprimez ces horreurs à mon sujet, je vous ferai passer dans votre presse, les pieds devant.
I'm not afraid of you. Lord Gortash is a passionate champion of the journalistic arts. Attack me, and you face the Steel Watch. The headlines are loaded into the print works already. Tomorrow, you will feel the power of free speech. Vox Populi, Vox Dei. Now, guards! I believe our distinguished guest was just leaving. Would you care to escort them out?
Balder's mouth is truly remarkable. I had thought the purpose of a broadsheet was to inform the people, but I see now that I was mistaken. Ink and paper are not as insidious as the voice of the Absolute, but they send out their commands all the same. Think this, feel that, hate them.
La propagande est une arme dangereuse.
Yes. I am surprised the house matrons of Mizora have not discovered the power of the printing press yet. Paper spun from spider silk, everdark ink drawn from dragon scales, and nefarious lies dreamt in darkness. To kill one's enemies with a well-rounded phrase. That is true power.
Je ferais mieux de chercher un moyen d'entrer dans le bâtiment. Ça m'a l'air d'être un balcon. Peut-être que je pourrais rentrer par là.
Business, I'll be fine.
You approach the printer, noting its ink splots and intricate cogs. Before you can get closer, however, it begins to speak.
Oi! Gormless! Over here! Thought I recognised you. Dolly, Dolly, Dolly was right. You aren't much of a looker.
Vicious.
Oh, please! Oh, golly me, oh my! You must release me or I'll die. This lantern only lights the way when I am hurting night and day.
Finally! Been trapped in that coffin with no one but a mad rider and my own farts for company.
Comment connais-tu Dolly?
We both love cheeky words. She does all the shouting, I do the writing. This is my paintbrush. I make sure everything that's in those big, ugly article blocks becomes fine printed artistry. I'm a master pensman, I am. Dolly can't stop talking about you. Hero this, hero that, hero here, hero there. Hello, hero. You know, there's some absolute filth about you in tomorrow's edition. Seeing as you were kind enough to free Dolly, how's about I do you a favour? Why don't we change the headline? We can load up something a bit less damaging for your reputation.
Ça me convient.
Well, first, I've got to release the old nasty top story. There. Now, you've got to find a new article to replace it.
Où puis-je trouver tout le nécessaire pour faire paraître une nouvelle une?
Listen, mate, I'm already doing you a favor. I'm sure you can figure it out yourself. As the old saying goes, ours is not to wonder why. Ours is but to print or die. Or something like that.
Génial. Maintenant, il ne me reste plus qu'à trouver de quoi faire un nouvel article. Ça serait un bon article pour nous, ça.
The blog has a broadsheet article engraved upon it. It speaks positively of you.
Oh, you've returned. Ready to sow some discord?
Absolument.
How delightful!
Be in for a surprise tomorrow.
Paper's printing right now, pal. Should be on the streets tomorrow.
Voilà une bonne chose de faite. Il est temps de rentrer à la taverne.
Sorore surge, testis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in beator.
Notum sit in beator.
You've heard of such devils. Sisters of justice, adjudicators of diabolical contracts and bargains.
Holy hells.
Intéressant. Je ne me souviens pas avoir envoyé la moindre invitation au sort de la justice.
You do not call upon the sisters. They come when the hells demand witness.
Enough, Mizora. Where is my father? How do I save him?
How else? We bargain. Sisters.
Infernos contractos te vocamus. Infernos contractos te vocamus. Infernos contractos te vocamus.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable.
Alors faites-le maintenant, Mizora. Will n'a pas besoin d'attendre 6 mois.
No contract is ended without sacrifice. A cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel! I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose.
Qu'adviendra-t-il des pouvoirs de Will si jamais ils rompent le pacte?
Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
Rompez le pacte, Will. Vous méritez de recouvrer la liberté.
You damned wretch! Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat Ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
Gods, I spent 7 years choked by Mizora's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet.
Vous êtes libre de vos actes maintenant, Will. C'est mieux comme ça.
I have to believe that. I'm not the Hell's puppet in life, nor its warrior in death. The blade will be guiding his own hand. But freedom will be paid in my father's blood. Tomorrow, I celebrate my gain. Today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Raven Guard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something.
Votre père n'est pas encore mort, Will. Il y a peut-être moyen de le sauver.
I signed his life away before the Hell's witnesses. It would be easier to drink the Styx down to the last drop than to alter his fate. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise.
Et maintenant, qu'est-ce qu'on fait?
We obtain the final 2 nether stones and take back our minds. And the city. From the brain.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into.
Will n'est pas un enfant. Il serait temps que vous commenciez à le traiter avec respect.
I beg your forgiveness for such undue impertinence. From now on, I promise him the same measure of respect he's shown his father. Oh, I almost forgot. Will sold his father's life for his freedom. My mistake.
Je ne comprends pas. Si Will n'est plus votre occultiste, pourquoi rester dans le coin et continuer à lui conférer des pouvoirs?
The absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise. And you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched.
D'ailleurs, vous ne vous en êtes pas prise à Karlash? Vous ne vouliez pas sa mort, pourtant? Qu'est-ce qui a changé?
Oh, you are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found a new use for an old battle axe. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious.
C'est l'heure d'acheter mon journal.
You're in the broadsheet. Want a copy?
J'en veux bien un exemplaire.
It's all yours.
Économie de la sécurité, le commerce d'armes magiques assure notre survie et notre prospérité à long terme. Peut-être que les marchands nous feront des réductions.
Well, well. The very unlikely hero of our latest gazette. Don't let the fame go to your head now.
Nonsense, the mouth is printing. Can you believe it? They removed the Baldur's Mouth puzzle section. That was the best bit. Wait, of course you can believe it. They cut it because of your bloody puff piece, arsehole.
Does he say anything about the
First one to give up before he got paid.
God's damned hypocrite! The Blade of Frontiers, all pomp and empty oaths. The Sword Coast's most dashing fraud. I trusted you. I believed in you.
Floric, what are you on about? What is this?
Lady Mizora told me everything. How you slaughtered your own father. How you crave his power. I thought you were going to save him. But you abused his current state to get rid of him. You mean to make the city bow to you, and you alone.
That meddling ghoul. Floric,
Save it. My duty is to Baldur's Gate, and it holds no place for Ravengard's treacherous scorn.
Thoughts come up short.
Garde Corbeau est peut-être encore vivant, et nous avons la ferme intention de le sauver.
At ease. By the living gods, I believe you.
What darkness has fallen upon us?
Will, there's something you must know. I should have told you sooner, but I'd hoped somehow your father would return to us. He knew about the Absolute. I thought little of it at first, but he realized the danger before anyone else did. He understood, that if the cult were successful in raising an army, Baldur's Gate would be doomed. Before the Absolutists abducted him, he told me that should he fall, I must seek you out and give you this message. Your father trained you in the ways of great champions. You are to use those lessons to wake the worm under the city. He is oath-bound to answer your call and come to our aid.
Un dracocire? Vous voulez dire qu'il y a un dragon sous la cité?
A bronze dragon, yes. He sleeps beneath us even now, awaiting a hero to rouse him. The worm goes by many names. Ansur, the waiting storm, the heart of the gate. He promised Balduran he'd protect the city if ever its existence was threatened, but just the once. Since then, the city faced countless threats, but the Baldurians overcame them all. There was never any need to call upon the worm, but this time, things are different. This is the greatest threat Baldur's Gate ever faced. Your father was right. We need Unsur's help. With him gone, the worm's awakening now falls to you. Take this. The legend of Ansur, an ancient epic, ill-remembered, dismissed as a mere tale. Let it set the path before you.
Will, qu'est-ce que vous en pensez?
Baldur's Gate stands on the brink of the abyss. Let's awaken the worm and take back the city.
Ravengard's blood courses through your veins. Your father would be proud. I will go and assemble any allies I can find. When the battle horns call, we'll stand ready. Unleash the worm, Will. Let his tempest swallow the Absolute and its allies. Good luck.
Curse that rotten devil and her forked tongue, trying to set Floric against me. She's a damnable inferno of chaos. What matters now is that Floric saw sense, and we know our path forward. We'll finish what my father couldn't. We'll awaken Ansur, the heart of the gate.
Vous croyez vraiment qu'un dragon vit sous la porte de Baldur?
I do, and so did my father. Go on, read the legend of Ansur. Then we can plan our next steps.